Good, ridiculously early morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? I know this is the first time I've done a very early morning live stream in some considerable time. As I think I may have said in the past, don't count on these. These are simply because I'm awake and bored and I needed something to do. Well, not bored per se. I suppose I can go try and get back to sleep again for another couple of hours. What am I doing? Same thing I was doing last night, end of last night. That is, I'm trying to get a Lith G13 relic. Why? Because it's the only way I've got of getting a Gunsen Prime blade, and I need one. Well, I don't need one, I want one. And the only way to do them is basically grind for it. So that's what I'm doing. That's it. That's what I'm doing. Nothing fancy, just a steady grind.
The enemy is
and
on
I
our
appear to be
doorstep.
all on my own here.
We must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
My Warframe is the hand.
Turns out the,
I am the will.
at least according to the wiki, the relics that I had been given, very kindly, are vaulted, which means I can't get them anymore. And really, I shouldn't be straying far from the targets here. Seeing as it's just me, there's not exactly a lot of room for maneuver. Everybody wants. Come on, guys, get close.
We fought with honor.
And yes, I'm using the Quassus. I thought I'd try using that for a bit rather than the Gunsen. As much as I love the Gunsen, I do. Mainly because of its speed of attack. This is actually a lot slower. But with Berserker Fury on it, it does give you bit of extra speed after you kill something. I think you get sort of 10 seconds of extra speed, which, you know, I'll give it a try. I don't have Fury on here, I have Berserker Fury. And that thing I got on the back and trying to level up for mastery.
Let's go.
Oh. Nice to see an Excalibur. Has to be said. You know, I start to see the benefit of using Berserker Fury instead of Fury. How's everybody's
Reinforcements
day
available.
going?
Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
I'll come back. I don't fancy doing the later missions.
time to get out of here.
Solo, because I'll lose what I picked up, and I'm specifically doing this for, well, not this relic. Now, in principle, if I do that for long enough, I might pick up the relic I want, which is a Lith G13. This is apparently, according to the wiki, this particular mission, if you run it for long enough, you've got a 11% chance of getting that. Capture mission apparently gives you a chance.
Has been compromised.
I might do
Defend
that.
the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
I hope we're ready for this.
But the according to the wiki, now the wiki is not reliable. My own experience has taught me this not to be completely trusted. Can't remember what I was going to say. Yeah, so just to give you some idea of the kind of odds we're dealing with here. So I have, under the right circumstances, maybe an 11% chance of getting the relic I want. Then if I crack that relic without refining it, I've got about a 2% chance of getting Gunsen Prime blade. And the reason I like the Gunsens is because they sheer speed. That's it. You know, you can kick up their attack speed to a really quite ridiculous amount. One of the faster weapons in the game, which suits me. But to be honest with you, if I can get to level 13, I've been given the parts for the Gunsen Prime, which is basically this, but better, I suppose. I would be better advised just focusing on grinding to level 13 and getting that. But I do like the sheer speed of the Gunsens. They are faster. There's a staff weapon I've got, which is faster still, but the problem with that, I find, is it interferes with the flow of what you're doing. Some of the weapons, for example, you can't exactly run and do what I'm doing now, that is just go full speed, and you can hit on the move. Some weapons don't allow you to do that. They pretty much force you to stop to use it, and I don't like doing that. As far as I'm concerned, when you're in combat, moving helps you a lot, and I've actually seen that quite a bit. Now granted, I don't have the experience of a lot of players, obviously. I've only got 320 odd hours into the game, compared with people who've been playing it for far longer. I have to really defer to their expertise, to be honest. The way I like to play
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Is this high speed getting close.
We're done here.
Generally, it's nice to have a long range weapon.
Time to evacuate.
But any weapon which forces you to stop when you're making an attack, and some of the swords will do that. In fact, tell you what, just for fun, I'll demonstrate what I'm talking about. I think I've got it. So, let's see, what is it? It is one of the... it's this one, I think. Yeah, this one. I mean, you look at that attack speed, that's really quite impressive. give it Berserker Fury. See what
Operator, you have
I've got.
remembered
I've got Fury. That'll
that the
work.
Tenno arm themselves.
That'll work. But I'll show you what I mean. Because in principle, this looks very good. Blisteringly fast attack speed. Let's see, I'm just going to do... Oh, let's do Habit. That's another place I can, in principle, get the relic I'm after. But... yeah, here's the issue with this one. Okay, look. Wow, look at that. That's fast. I'm not sure.
Capture them quickly before they escape.
Actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe.
Track them down.
Yeah,
quickly.
it seems to. The benefit of the attack benefit that I'm looking for seems not to be here quite as much. It's almost like it forces you to slow down. I mean, otherwise it would be good, but the Aminata
We'll
does.
interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
It just doesn't seem to work quite the way. I ought to favour this, technically, because of the attack. Yet, it doesn't seem to work as well for me. Maybe it's just me. But my impression is that it doesn't allow you to do that same kind of run and
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
yeah, it's got more of that pause during the attack. And to get some of the real benefit of it, you do have to stop. Oops, going the wrong way. So you can't, the attack type, if you like. Yeah, it doesn't work quite as well. You sort of tend to have to stop what you're doing, I think, in order to get the benefit of it.
Pleased with your performance.
At least that's my impression. So it doesn't tend to favour, in my personal subjective opinion, it doesn't seem to favour the how I like to fight in the game. I mean, it's a great little... the reason I haven't sold it, for example, is simply because of that sheer attack speed. Yeah, to get that ultra fast attack, you pretty much have to stop. And I don't want to do that. I have found, in my limited experience, that if you are in close range and you keep moving and you keep moving and you keep moving, it's much harder to hit you. Whereas if you have to stop and use your weapon to its best advantage, suddenly, especially when there's multiple enemies, you are more stuck. The interesting thing is the attack speed of this seems really quite slow, but again you've got that whole run and wallop thing going for you, and of course, you know, the heavy attack is massive for this kind of weapon. I did actually swap out that one. Yeah, I've got Berserker Fury on there. Yes, I do have Northwind and Shocking Touch. I can't upgrade that. Nope, I can't. I would need to apply a different former, and... Actually, you know what? I probably ought to do that. If I apply the correct former to this, I could probably upgrade it. You know what? I'm very tempted to do that. Yeah, let's do that, just for the fun of it. Apply a former to this one.
Operator, were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
And I want that. Alright. So now I've got to go and get that back up to speed. That's not a huge problem, except for the fact that I just lost Berserker Fury. I see. What can I get rid of temporarily? Plastic. I can. That works. Yeah. It's not as good, but hopefully, you know, when I get back to what I'm doing, that would actually benefit. Unfortunately, what I just did does not in any way, shape or form contribute to oh, I need to check. And then oh yeah, actually I just realized, did I accidentally uninstall the lens I had equipped? That would be irritating. I hadn't thought about that.
Well put together, operator.
Oh no, good,
Now
we
get
got
out
that.
there and
It's locked until I max rank it, but okay, so I'm doing this just so that I can get that combination of North Wind and Shocking Touch. Because that gives you magnetic damage. Alright, let's go back to Tyrannus, see how that works. Hey! Good morning, little nuggets. How are you doing today? Don't count on me doing this on a regular basis. This is the first time in 3 weeks I've really felt up to being doing it this time of the morning.
The enemy is at our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
Probably should have done the capture instead. Well, as I keep saying, this these very early morning live streams are never scheduled and never will be, because to be honest with you, if I had any sense, I'd be trying to sleep instead. But I can't be bothered. Anyway, how is life treating you? Well, I don't watch streams, I make them. Or I watch documentaries on YouTube. I ought to focus on upgrading the classes. Means I ought to be doing a different kind of thing. And I've allowed myself to be distracted. By doing something else, because I was talking and I thought, oh, let's try this. I can improve that, I thought to myself. Never mind that in about 2 levels. Oh, you're in Texas though, aren't you? As I recall. I mean, I wouldn't have thought. I suppose it depends where you are in Texas. Oh yeah, and I remember, didn't you have... Wasn't there a big fuss a few years ago because you had some severe weather? It kept Access Winters. Yeah, because the power grid wasn't up to it, as I remember.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Let's run
the last
capture
of them.
missions.
Objective is secure. Let's go home.
To be honest, I keep reminding myself, and I suppose I ought to remind others, that don't forget, I do this for fun. I'm not doing it to make money. If I was doing this to make money, I wouldn't take the time off, and I'd probably try and find a way to get more streams in. But let's run the capture. Dare I ask how your Lidl issues are coming along? Did that all get resolved? Oh, right. Yeah, that would make sense.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
You know the mission. You will not fail.
Alright, I know you just answered. I will check in a moment. I apologize. Where's this character I'm after?
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
So my ambush there. Sorry, I asked the question and then went straight into something where I can't take my eyes away from the screen, and this isn't plausible. So, give me a second. Alright, there we go, sorry.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Another job well executed.
Oh my goodness, it's taking forever. I'm so sorry about that, mate. Alright, let's do a proper job of actually upgrading this so that I can feel better. Bella. Ooh! Oh, that's interesting. If there's a bunch of people running defense here, that might be handy. Give me a second here. What do I want out of this lot? Anything in particular? Do I want a Veneto Prime? Oh, let's crack that. Well, I went through 2 weeks where I basically completely lost my mojo and was basically suffering from lack of sleep or general malaise. It took me forever to get over it. In fact, this is the first time in 3 weeks I've really been able to
Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
do an early morning.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic?
Yeah, this is the first time I've really felt able to do an early morning stream.
You're near a fissure.
Let alone the scheduled ones.
Use that reactant to open a relic. Keep fighting. Look for more reactants.
Consequences of old age, I suppose. Oh, why do they always give you harrow chassis? Wow, this is getting intense already.
Your relic is opened.
I suppose one of the problems is because like I say, I'm doing this as a hobby. It's fun for me. It keeps me active. Keeps the brain going. But I do tend to burn out. I really, for example, ought to take this weekend off. I probably won't, but I deliberately don't schedule anything for the weekends. So that if I feel like it, I've got the chance. Then you get a bit obsessed chasing views. Because it's sort of a satisfying thing to get, you know? So the temptation to do that one little extra thing just for views is quite... Silly thing is, I probably put more time into YouTube than many jobs. I say many jobs. No, that's not actually true. But I think for a lot of people, I put more effort into some of this. I think that many people put into their jobs. Alright. Oh, I don't get into trouble. Mostly. Take care of yourself. Sleep well.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Oh no, I'm quite happy to keep going. I've got nothing better to do. Owned. Oh, okay, we'll graph that. Yeah, looks like everybody here is I've got no idea. We'll crack that.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery. happen. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
I think I'm starting to like the classes better. Better than the Gunsen, maybe, arguably, possibly. That whole Berserker Fury thing is kind of cool. Actually, it just occurred to me once I'm thinking a bit silly tracking relics here, because I don't have any particular requirement for anything in the house I can think of beyond just accumulating stuff.
That was a close one.
Extraction is ready, unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Actually, do you know what? I think I'm going to extract. Yeah, I don't really need any of those. I got the setup for the prime handle. I'm going to extract because oh, it's a good job everyone else is in there.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
Yeah, because I'm not sure. I'm starting to think that maybe for the relics I ought to just basically, instead of just randomly cracking them open, which, yeah, you know, it's kind of fun, is sort of wait until I actually need them for something specific. Hey, Rufus, come here. You haven't had your hug this morning. He's a good boy. go to Dr. Recthat. That was quick. Let's see. So I wanted to put... Okay, Shocking Touch. Where is Shocking Touch? Yeah, let's move that. No, it's in the right place. Where's Shocking Touch gone? Yeah, let's stick that on here. Yeah, that's the whole point of all this. Let's see if I can upgrade. Not yet. I may not be able to. That's a slightly weird thing.
I've been thinking, Operator.
Hey Jerry, how's it going? So yeah, the purpose of putting that on is in combination with that, you in principle get magnetic damage. Yep. So, I was also hoping I could upgrade it. Oh. You'd end up putting everything on it, changing all the polarities at this rate. Okay. Alright, let's go and go back to the task at hand, which is getting a specific relic so that I can crack it open and get something useful. What was I doing? Capture might be the most effective way of going.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Yeah, there's apparently
We know the mission. We will not fail.
something like a 11% chance of getting the specific relic that I'm after. So to get one, in principle, you'd have to run this 10 times. Doesn't look that way. But I might get it immediately, and I might run it 10 times and not get it once, because statistics are like that. Probabilities are like that.
Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them. Target located. Bring them in. Success. The captive is safely in our hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
Where's the exit gone?
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
Not helpful. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be ranking this up, aren't I? Let's go back and try it out. So you can see the problem. I've got a maybe 10-11% chance of getting it, and then when I get it, I got a 2% chance of getting the thing I want. So you'd end up doing this for an awful long time. Let's finish ranking stuff up. Yeah, I'll just do regular defense for that. Oh no, 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 no. Why am I doing that? Yes, I could just run Tyrannus. The grind is real. Oh yes, it is. Most definitely. Actually, you know what? No, I can't check. And like I say, by the time I actually get parts I want, I'll probably be at level 13 anyway, at which point the Crisis Prime comes into play. And so...
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
The Lotus is counting on us.
There's something quite satisfying about that sniper rifle. I might keep it. I might have to look into better sniper's rifles. I mean, it's not as satisfying as the Natara for sheer, oh, let's throw multiple grenades into an area at high speed. And to be honest, for defense, on your own, yeah, the Natara would be a much better option because I can very quickly switch between longer range fire and close combat. In fact, if I'm really lucky and do it just right, I can in fact do a high jump, employ the bow, and then land and go to melee, which you can't really do with a sniper's rifle. Well, I'm sure there are people who can.
We will counter.
Hey Tony, how's it going? But this is kind of satisfying. Well, so was that actually. The only reason I got the sniper's rifle is so I can level it up for mastery. It's literally the only reason I got it. But I might have to look at sniper's rifles more. Oh, you know, grind is real. I don't know how Pseudo, who started playing after I started streaming it, managed to get as far as he has. Well, no, that's not true. I do know how he's done it.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can
Oh no,
handle
they
more
want
of
to
the
leave.
enemy.
Okay.
That's the last of them.
I
Objective secure. Let's go home.
haven't got the time in the day to grind that much, or maybe the patience. Yeah, like I say, and I've got 320 hours in the game. I hate to think I'm going to have to ask Sudo how many hours he's got in the game. Somebody remind me. Back to capture. Today's quote, by the way, and I think yesterday's, comes from Murphy's Laws of Armor. I often quote from Murphy's Laws of of combat, but this is specifically armor.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
We know the mission. We will not fail.
Hang on, I know somebody made a comment. I'll get to it in a second.
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Alright, I'll bear that in mind. I am slowly, very slowly, I don't know why it's taking so long, learning what suits me. I wouldn't want to play this style of combat that I like with anything except a Gauss, simply because it's fast. That took me some considerable time to realize that's how I like to play. Took me a while to find out that melee weapons are the way to go, or at least for me. Oh, that was silliness. Just jumped.
Stay focused. There's a heavy
Target-rich environment.
Great work. I am pleased with the performance.
Yeah, it's not hard, it just takes time and effort and this kind of thing. And yeah, time. What you like doing, you know. Oh, sniper's rifle, for example, is a very tempting option for obvious reasons. Who doesn't who doesn't want a sniper's rifle? And then you realize in the kind of combat you're often involved in, it's completely useless. I mean, in that particular, you need a nice big open arena and this kind of thing. But even then, there are better options. For example, the my usual, what's it called, the Natterut. You can make very long shots with that, probably as well, if not better, than the sniper's rifle. Except you get the benefit of explosions. explosions are always good. Oh. Let's get myself leveled up so that I got the full benefit. Whoops, sorry. Didn't mean to start taking on somebody else's. I'm so used to dealing with this. That's an operator. Is someone actually playing as operator? Or is... Why would you play as operator? Oh. Never mind, got my problem. Okay, we got that up to level 30. What I was after. A proto frame. Oh right, it's kind of cool, I suppose. I thought maybe somebody.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Only reason I'm stopping is so that I can get the finish upgrading the classes, and then I can come back and do other stuff. I got one more mod I want to stick on, but I can't remember which one it is. I've done 1999 and I don't... Oh yes, of course. I suppose I see what you mean. Yeah. Right, what did I want to put on? Didn't save a config from late earlier, did I? What was I going to put on here? Yep, Mentor's Legacy. I do like that. For that close range, heavy attack. Heavy attack? Special attack without any wind up. Was it Blood Rush I had on there? Remember what I had on there previously. Can't remember what I had. Ah! I know what I'm missing. Got Berserker Fury, right. It was Reach.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun?
I wanted to put Reach on, didn't I? I don't know if I can upgrade this. Let's see. Nope. Trapped. I definitely can't upgrade that. Oh, I can. Alright, I'll have Galvanized Steel. Anytime. Oh wow, I would have thought I had enough endo for that, but still. Yeah, I'll settle for having galvanized steel updated. Can't upgrade pressure point, can I? Okay, that works for me. The reach. Oh yes, having a 3.2 meter reach rather than 1.7, definitely worth having. Right. Actually, before I do the next thing, I am going to take a quick break for purposes of bladder relief, and I will be back in a couple of minutes, so hang around. Right, let's go back to the grind. Do you know what? No offense to you, Rufus. No, come on, Rufus. I haven't played with you in a while. Let's go play. What am I doing? Defense. To be precise, Tyrannus. Yeah. Oh! Do you know what? I haven't done. Just for the fun of it, let's do an exterminate. Just for the heck of it. Oh, excuse me. I wish they had an auto skip for some of these.
The tower's neural sentry is operational. I'm picking up multiple threats, all under Orokin control. Wipe them all out.
Will you help us, Tenno? In our cause?
Should have known better than to walk into an Orokin tower unprepared. Let's clean up their mess.
Oh, there's been some... There's some... Oh, there's a great infested defense around this one. I might run that, just for the fun of it. I've forgotten about that. It gets really, really frantic. I think it's a survival. It takes place on this tile set. It's really quite something when it gets busy.
Focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh yes, I can already... I think I can feel the difference. Having a 3.2 meter reach makes a huge difference. Just wish that particular effect would slightly last a little bit longer. Ran into an odd bug yesterday. I thought it was a keyboard problem or a mouse problem. Whenever I went into melee,
They are on the run. Another successful mission.
it was
Find
really
extraction.
weird. It acted like there was a sticking button. I don't think it was. How do you get proto frames? I mean, now that you mention it, yes, I remember them from the 1999 because you basically were a proto frame, but...
Another job well executed.
I need a couple of million for the Naramon, and then I might get to completely upgrade that. I ought to sell off my intruders. Or merge them? I wonder if I could merge them. How many intruders do I have? Got 54 of them. Yeah, let's see if I get anything interesting. Don't know if that helps. No, I don't use shotguns. Not that helpful, to be honest.
Diagnostic regressions. All systems nominal. You don't need to think.
It's just, oh, it's not worth doing. Yeah, never mind. Alright. I really ought to get rid of my shotgun mods. I never use the shotgun. I suppose at some point I ought to. Alright, let's go back to what I was doing, which was Tirana's defense. Let's see if I can get that relic I'm after. Yeah. Yeah, I need arguably 20 relics to get the actual item I want. It's ridiculous. I'll tell you one thing I wish they would let you
Our
do.
position has been
And
compromised.
that is, when you
Defend the
apply a
cargo
former,
until reinforcements
obviously
arrive.
you have to re-rank the whole thing up again. I don't know, it doesn't count towards mastery level.
Let's go
Kind
on
of
the
wish they would
offensive.
allow it to apply to mastery. I suppose the thing is, the mastery has to, for mastery, it has to apply to different weapons, frames, whatever, but it would be a lot easier. Having said which, no, I sort of see their logic, but yeah, I do wish mastery would count when you max out a weapon or device with mods applied. Make my life a little easier. Which I suppose is not the point, is it? You. You can see the disadvantage of a sniper rifle in this environment, especially when you're on your own. I'm falling in love with the classes. case anyone's wondering, this is what a normal wind-up does. It throws projectiles. So when you're in combat and you get the chance to do one of those attacks without wind-up, basically it's an ultra close range projectile attack. Apparently it works better with a Caliban Prime. Is it Caliban Prime? Or Shaku Prime? Because the Quasis is the definitive weapon for that or something. Talking a complete random one. I think one frame I don't think I'm ever likely to get rid of.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Okay, he's gonna quit. There's no point in my hanging around.
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back.
That's from the oh, what do they call it? The Valis under thing, the one that looks like a mutated mushroom. Yeah, I think I've seen that. If that's the one you're talking about, it's not something I'm ever going to go for. Ooh, I just had a thought. My goodness me, I had a thought. What I'm thinking is, there is one Warframe that do I have anything for titanium? I don't. One Undermine, yeah. I've seen people play it. This is something I've talked about before. I'm trying to marshal my thoughts. Part of what we do, or I do, or I don't know, us, isn't so much the brutal practicality. It's not that kind of game. Does it look cool or does it look nice? One combination, I may as well show you. One combination I think just looks cool is a Kume, right? And then if you equip it with the Higasa and the Aminata, I think this was only the second frame that I ever put together, but and when I first saw this, I was like, what the heck? But then, you go and put the whole thing together. You've got the Kume, you've got the Aminata, which is sort of its signature weapon, and the Higasa, which is sort of its signature weapon, even though you get no bonuses from it. I am not about to abandon this simply because it was after the Rhino, I think this was the first I think it's awesome. Even though the Higasa is not that fantastic, the Aminata is obviously one of my favorites. I still use it occasionally because I got Aminata pressure on it, which I picked up from somewhere. So I'm not about to abandon that. I doubt I will ever, unless a Kume Prime comes out. But this I'm hanging on to. I'm not going to subsume this into the Hellwind. Definitely not. But it is kind of cool. I mean, as bizarre as it is. But part of this is I'd like to. I've said before. What was I playing with? Oh, the Volcar. Yeah, this is, in some ways, you can call this dress up for, violent dress up. I don't think I've got anything I can upgrade this with.
Armaments, operator. Please return.
And I don't need blood for ammo.
Safe and sound.
I'll stick it on there. Oh no. Yeah, so intruder, firewall, live wire, yeah. So there is definitely a cool factor which sort of overrides brutal practicality. I mean, I'd like to see a Kume Prime. I'd love to see a Higasa Prime. And I'd love to see an Aminata Prime. Because there's something just about that. Now for me, it's always going to have that nostalgic thing, because I said it's only the. I think I got it after the Rhino, and yes, and it's so there's this sort of whole vibe going for it for me. It's not the best by any means, but it's just got that vibe. So yeah, you've got to bear in mind, part of this is dress up, as much as it is anything else. And you could argue that I'm sort of violating my own rule, but I happen to like the look of the Gauss Prime. That it happens to be, I think, the fastest accelerating Prime. And then you have a throw in how I like to fight. You know, it's fairly awesome. Did I pick up the Quassus? I can't remember. The amusing thing, I think, yeah, I did pick it up. There's an amusement factor to this, in that it gives people an excuse to play dress up, without necessarily some of the association, shall we say. And I have, you know, no problem admitting I like this. This game or two I like in part because of the dress up, and Warframe allows you to do that and slaughter a bunch of things.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
All right, let's get to work.
I've got to switch over to creator mode to get rid of all that. You're welcome. Hang on a second. Actually, I could deal with running this for a while. I think I need to run at least 5 minutes continuously to have a chance of getting what I want. Is it 5 or 10 minutes to get the? Let me finish this and I'll drop you an invite. Oh, there you go. Now we got a chance. Oh, good. I got the chance to go and pick up them. There we go. Sorry, I'm on my way back. What on earth is that? I mean, that's... Oh, you've got the whole mutated fungus thing going for you. I can't remember where I saw it. I saw some criticism of the idea that, you know, people playing dress up in games, especially men. Which, you know, okay, here you go. You've got this game that allows you to do a form of dress up. One of the games I play is Sky Children of the Light, which most people probably are aware is one of my weaknesses. And I'll be honest, one of the things I like about it, apart from the fact that it tends to be relaxing, is the fact that you get to play dress up. Now granted, I tend to have very strong opinions about fashion in that particular game.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
I'm not sure how many waves we can handle solo without... Actually, there's no rule that says I have to actually go and do my usual, do the usual activity. Yes, that joke did occur to me, and I refused to make it. Thank you for saving me.
Transference still holding.
Oh, hang on a second, I gotta go. Oh, it's one of yours. I just gotta go and pick up this. If I had the time, I'd have a quick look at the top screen. Nope, can't see it. I'm trying to see if it shows you how long Berserker Fury has to go. No, not seeing it. Or maybe I am. Yes. Ah, it's that one. Now I can see it. It's a little awkward for me to look at the top right of the screen, simply because it's actually slightly out of the way on a widescreen. And I'm now getting to watch Berserker Fury, because now that I've got a rough idea what it's doing. How did I pick up adaptive armor?
Extraction is ready.
It's working surprisingly well, Jerry.
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
definitely starting to like the classes better and better. Maybe I just got to not worry about. Nah, I've got it.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy. Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Come on.
Ah! Went to jump towards them and jump too high. Slightly surprised we've actually lasted so long. No, I've actually got all the components for Aquasis Prime. Somebody gave them to me. It's the Gunsen blade that I'm after. And relics for that are kind of, well, like I say, I'm starting to wonder really if I really need to bother. Ah, I got stuck. Yeah, no, I got everything I need for the Aquasis Prime with the exception of Mastery level. And I did hit Mastery level 11 yesterday, which reminds me, yeah, that's actually something I could justify to myself grinding for, is Titania Prime. Because getting through Mastery rank 11 was a lot easier with Titania. I would not have been able to do it with anything else.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Yeah, I'm all for doing it. There's nothing there that I don't mind losing.
Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Yeah, one of the reasons I got the sniper rifle is simply to level it up so that I get the mastery. So I'm starting to work on better tactics for dealing with that.
close one.
Actually, this is going far better than I would have expected normally. That works.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now?
Yeah, I think we've pushed our luck.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
Alright, well, I've max ranked that. I don't think I've got anything else I can immediately carry around that I can rank up, to be honest. Let me have a little look. Yeah, the sole purpose for all that was simply to rank up the, well, no, I wanted to see if I could get the relic I wanted, and mastery level. Do I have anything else I can upgrade? I could go, oh, I can upgrade the Penta. Alright, we'll carry that for a bit. I don't like it in particular, but cheat. Why on earth did I? Oh no. Yeah, that's not something I'm actually going to use per se. We'll see, how far have I got before? Yeah, you can see I've got a way to go before I hit level 12. It takes forever. Still. Actually, it's not too bad, I suppose. Oh, I could do... Excuse me while I mutter aimlessly to myself.
Everything orders, operator? Is that a pun? I will attempt to bypass this fault.
Is there anything else I can do that will immediately get me closer to where I want? And I think the answer is no, not really, unless oh no, all my frames are maxed out. I mean, it's the first thing I do, get a frame, max it out. Oh, okay, so actually there was 2 or 3 things that were occurring to me. One is build a Titania Prime, because for some stuff that thing is so useful. Yesterday doing Mastery level 11, because you can fly in a Titania, that made it a double. If I'd had to do it with anything else, I'd never have succeeded. No, that's Crossus Prime. Arto Prime, Massiter Prime. I've got that, so no, I don't have... Ooh, now that's worth cracking open. See if I can get the Titania Prime blueprint, because that's what I want. I would definitely not mind grinding for a Titania Prime. Definitely something I wouldn't mind grinding for. Actually, Lith M5. I definitely... Let's give a bash. Let's go and do a Lith M5. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to take it seriously. I'm going to swap that out for my beloved Natterok.
As ready as you will ever
There we go, but nice Lith Fisher hanging around. Let's see if I can crack that. That works for me. Yeah, let's see if I can get a Titania Prime. Just for a second. I just need the... Oh! I'll happily trade. I just need the frame blueprint, which is what I'm heading for now. Simple capture with a Lith Fisher and a Radiant... what's it? We are not slaughtering. I see. Now I've got to hope that everyone hangs around long enough so I can pick up, I can never remember what it's called. The stuff to open up an artifact.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? You're near a fissure. They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant. Target located. Bring them in. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction
Yes.
point.
Do you mind if we do the rest of the whole reason for being here was
Stay
to pick up
focused.
reactant.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh good, everyone else is doing the same thing. Okay, I'm good.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Alright, everybody's got
Watch
their
yourself.
10.
Grenier are on the way.
There. I didn't want to do that. How do I get up? Come on. Thank you. Oh, and then I find out that's not the way I wanted to go. You're kidding me. How do you... How do I get out of here? Any ideas, Rufus? This is... do you know what? I don't remember this at all. Oh well, fortunately everyone will extract and my ineptitude makes little difference. Yeah, didn't get it. Never mind.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
Right. Yes, I realized. Actually, I think I'm going to bring this to an end so that I can do... Actually, I just realized I do actually have to pop out. I need to do that. Yeah, I should do that now. So... yeah, I think I'll slowly bring this to an end. There's only so much grinding you can do before it gets a bit soul destroying. I can do it in bursts. Yeah. What I will do is I will be back in just under 2.5 hours for the Long Dark. Which should be interesting because at the end of the last session, if you're familiar with the Long Dark, it had me retreating across the frozen ocean, pursued by a pack and a half of wolves because I was carrying 12 kilograms of raw venison, and I'm amazed I survived it. But I did. So now I'm kind of semi-stranded on an island where there's fortunately a hut, and I need to cook up all the meat, and ideally I'd like to take it all back to my main base. But to do that I gotta go across the ice carrying all this nice stinky meat with those same wolf packs present. So that's an interesting little challenge. So yeah, I'll be back at 9 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. And then this evening, of course, we have our regular 7 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time stream, which will almost certainly be Warframe. So anyway, you've seen me play The Long Dark, haven't you, Jerry? You can get yourself in some situations there, which, yes. So anyway, if anyone wants to see The Long Dark, I'll be doing that later. This weekend, I'm not sure what I'm doing this weekend. I don't have anything scheduled specifically. I may just take the weekend off. That's why I don't have anything scheduled. If I decide I'm not going to, I will try and post something in Discord and on the community post on YouTube. But yeah, never assume I'm doing anything at the weekend is the safest option. I won't be doing, if I do, I won't do the long dark. I'm more likely, instead of doing the long dark, to do something like Hellish Court or Armored Core, and still do Warframe. But yeah, so weekend's completely open, and I don't have anywhere to go this weekend. So. Right, I am going to do my shopping. Yeah, at 6:40 a.m. in the morning. So anyway, now I've got to decide which shop I want to go to. I'll probably just go there. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to hug your Kubrow or your Kavat. And I will see you all very soon.